Demand more. Get Allmax.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the road to the Olympia with BPAC. I'm here just getting ready to train some chest. 8 o'clock in the morning. Wasn't the best night of sleeping with my son, but we're gonna get her done anyways. It's Olympia, no time to mess around. So got my creatine, glutamine. This is my peri-workout, during workout nutrition. So I got my creatine, glutamine. I've got my amino core ready to roll. I'm also, for those of you who follow me pretty closely, I'm working hand in hand with Dr. Jacob Wilson at the University of Tampa Human Performance Lab, and he's got me on some pharmaceutical research use only, HMB. And this stuff is doing wonders for my recovery. I tack that along with my amino core, and I think that's probably the best stack that I've ever used. I know it's the best stack I've ever used as far as preventing muscle breakdown. So, I feel amazing this year going to Olympia, just under 8 weeks out. I think I'm going to be 10 pounds heavier than I was at the Arnold, and definitely more shredded. So, thank you to all the people on my team who are helping along with the journey. So we got some HMB going in the mix, and we got our 3 scoops of amino core. Some of you have said, Pac, why is your pre-workout drink orange, but we don't have orange amino core? You're going to see why. When you add the HMB gel, it's actually yellow with the red fruit punch. It's kind of orange. Usually I add more water, so. That's that. Pitter patter, let's get at it. Let's smash some chest. Starting off with some flat barbell bench press. I set the racks so that it's just around the chest point. I don't have a spot today, so safety first, obviously. I'm really going to try to go to complete failure with every set, so I may end up failing on the bottom because I'm really just going to try to keep going. Not a lot of focus on the eccentric in this. Just going to be a lot of power, be very explosive, and I'm going to work the eccentric portion of the range on a lot of the other things. So, number of reps I don't know. We got the 45-pound chains plus a fair amount of weight and no spot to get those force reps. But like I say, failure in this one may be perfect form but smaller reps. So I make it all the way up and then I make it shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. But at least it's going to be complete muscular failure. The things I'm doing that you can't see on the negative, especially really trying to shove in. As the weight is pretty heavy, it gets harder to shove in on the positive. And that's it. Abs are tight, never arched. Let's get at it. have to excuse the fact that I'm dropping them. I can't actually bend over from the waist. I dislocated a rib on the weekend. So I can't actually bend over. So here I'm doing 6 sets, well, 6 to 8 with 45 seconds rest. Okay, so those of you who follow me in the past and seen some of my workouts would already recognize what I'm doing right there. But one of the main functions of the chest is to internally rotate the humerus. So I'm trying to incorporate an additional function so I get an even shorter pec and a greater contraction. So I start neutral and I internally rotate my pecs, which is going to improve the contraction of my pecs. So you see a lot of people doing external rotation, hitting the ends of the dumbbells together. Complete waste of your time. Absolutely no benefit. So we did heavy flat bench, heavy incline. As you all know, this is my first chest workout of the day. Very explosive, heavy CNS based. 6 to 10 repetitions max. We control the rest periods now, so we go a little shorter rest. In the evening, I come back and I do more hypertrophy stuff. So 1 to 2 more exercises now. I'm gonna do some heavy flies and then some cable crossovers to isolate the shortened portion of the pec contraction. And then we're done until this afternoon. Doing here on the Incline Flyes, you notice I stand up and I slide my shoulders all the way to the top. Just because if you notice this bench gets thinner as you get to the top. When you're doing it down here, your scapular or shoulder blade is going to get impeded by the bench. So if you slide up, it allows your scapula to move more freely, get a greater range of motion, and less likely to injure the shoulders. That's one key point. Those of you who follow my programs and stuff already know this. And the second thing is, you'll notice I'm actually trying to extend my arms really early in the movement. So I come back, I get a big stretch, slightly bent, and then about here, I'm already trying to extend. And the reason you do that is because the bicep has a key role in this movement. And to take the bicep out and isolate the pec, if the bicep is fully lengthened or fully shortened, it's weak. So we try to fully lengthen it so we minimize the amount of recruitment and maximize the amount the pec has to work. So if we can extend it by here, there's nothing else that's able to work it except for the pec. And the idea here that you're trying to think about is trying to think about bringing your elbows across the body. Forget about the dumbbells, they don't even exist. Try to pull your elbows behind you and then pull your elbows across your body. That's as far as I can physically go because there's tissue in the way. A lot of you guys can go a little bit further. All you're trying to do is bring your elbows across the body and together. right, that's a wrap. We had 4 exercises, 4 and some supersets, just under an hour. Just did some heavy stuff, did some squeezing stuff. I come back in about 4 hours, do a 30-minute workout, and just annihilate the chest. The evening workout is based around giant sets, supersets, blood volume, really squeezing, getting a full range of motion, isolating every part of the strength curve and getting as strong as possible at the extremes of the range. Whereas this morning is about getting strong in the midpoints of the range, getting explosive. So for the blood volume workouts, it's really important what you're taking in. First of all, it's very important what you're taking in immediately after this workout, so you know you're getting great performance in the second workout. So right now I'm looking at about 60 to 70 grams of carbs, probably 3, even 4 scoops of amino core, so up to 30 grams of branched chains. I'll be taking in about 5 grams of creatine, 10 to 15 grams of glutamine. Between the workouts, I'll make sure I take in leucine at least 1 to 2 times. Pre-workout, next workout, muscle prime, amino core. I'll actually probably take some carbs during the next workout so that I really volumize with my amino core. And then after that, probably won't be any carbs for the rest of the day. So I'm trying to optimize blood volume during the workout, and then after that, there's no more carbs. So hopefully between now and tomorrow, my body still gets enough nutrients to replenish the glycogen stores, but I'm still able to stay in that fat burning zone where I'm not spiking the insulin a lot. Over and out. Thanks for checking in, guys. allmaxnutrition.com, benpakulski.com. Road to Olympia 2012 coming at you.